So our next speaker is Dr. SAMEER GADE. He is a practicing ophthalmologist from Nagpur, and he has completed his post-graduation and fellowship from HV Desai, Pune. He would be speaking on the next topic, which is search engine optimization. Over to you, Sameer.
Sameer, you can start. You can exit. That's it. Great.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'll just share my screen.
Yeah, please do that. Palak, you can. That's great.
So good afternoon. I would be speaking on search engine optimization. So basically what we'll be discussing is what is search engine optimization and the various aspects about it. So basically what is SEO? SEO stands for search engine optimization. It is basically the process of getting traffic from the organic free online search results onto your web page. So why do we need SEO? It basically ensures that our site is accessible to a search engine, and we can improve the chances of that a site will be found more on the Google search result. Just to give an example, whenever we are searching for anything on Google, very rarely we find ourselves logging on to the second or third page of the search results of Google. So we need to make sure that our website, if anybody searches for us, is viewed instantly in front of a, let's say, Google search result. That is basically the need of SEO. So as we can see from this data over here, Google has the massive market share in the entire SEO thing. So Yahoo, Bing, and others are basically really don't count. So here is a list of a lot of SEO tools that you can see. These are basically free tools you can teach yourselves. They are very readily available on the internet, and they are very quick and easy to learn. So what we can see over here, the green box, as we can see, it's basically the organic. So this is what we're trying to tap. And what we can see on the blue box is the paid research. We search for something, we see some advertisements and all. This is all paid thing. So if you want to spend a lot of money, you can make yourself feature on this site. If you don't want to spend a lot of money, you have to do a little bit of efforts, and you can get those things done. So a lot of techniques and strategies for SEO is you have to make sure you have a good website. It is functioning nicely. You need to have very nice landing pages. You need to make sure your website is very nicely optimized and it is very mobile friendly. You need to have a lot of infographics. A lot of target keywords are also very necessary. So what is the advantage? Advantage is you can basically create a brand for yourself. You can increase the site usability. It's quite cost effective. The return on investment is practically many folds, and eventually it's increased traffic. So disadvantages, it can be costly, and you also get noticed by a lot of people who are not your target audience. So just to summarize, search and SEO is basically a little hard and tedious job. There are a lot of pieces together that you have to piece together, but it is not impossible. Utterly impossible. I think this is the need for the hour for all any kind of person who's trying to set up a new practice, because you want to have that much of people driving down to your OPD. There should be a lot of online traffic that you can convert into as footfalls to your clinic. So just to give you a very small, very nice 5 tips about SEOs, you need to know what your local keywords are. I mean, by what keywords people are searching for things is related to ophthalmology. It can be a word as ophthalmology, it can be a word as clinic, contact lenses, glaucoma, whatever services you're providing. So make sure whatever your website are, you need to make sure all these words are very much visible in your website or your web page. Also, you should make sure that your business is located at the geographical location where you have your, I mean, so Google already knows where your business is, but if you're not writing your address correctly, it's not going to fit properly in the algorithm, and things would not work out nicely. Third tip, you need to make sure basically how many people you're competing with in and around your area. So basically you log on to their web pages, see what they're lacking, and basically exploit whatever you can. So also you need to make sure that you can you submit your website to a lot of local pages like Google Places, Google Maps. Then there are Yahoo pages, Bing pages, local directories in and around your areas. That will eventually generate attraction to your business. And make sure to fill all the empty spaces there are. Your name should be there, your address should be there, there should be a lot of photos. You should keep on posting content, happy new year messages, and all these things, etc. Basically drive up traffic to your web page. So this is just an example that I'm sharing with you. This is our setups web page, a Google My Business thing. As we can see, there are 2,000 people who basically landed on our web page by doing nothing. So if this is an enormous number of footfalls that you can convert them as walk-in patients into your clinic. So this is something that everybody needs to learn to tap. There are a lot of consulting services who charge you a bomb for all these services. There are subscription models. They charge anywhere from 10,000 a month to upwards of 50,000. Or you can do a little bit of efforts and get this done by yourself. That's just about it. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Sameer. A great presentation. I just wanted to ask you one question before I go to the
Yes, sir.
Is it coming into the ambit of advertising? Because that's something where our Hippocratic oath prevents us. So are we transgressing this area where it is an advertising through local media? You can't deny that.
It's basically, sir, a very gray area, because if I'm paying any service to do this, so if for say example, retail engages somebody else's.
No, agreed. We cannot disown the content, and some content may be quoted against you. So that is where I was asking. Anyway,